Hello, Assalamu alaikum. Good day to the honorable members of the board of directors and our project assessors. My name is Abdul Wahab, and along with my team of financial consultants, we are here today to present our strategic blueprint for restoring liquidity, ensuring operational sustainability at Chahaya Barhad. Our presentation focuses heavily on navigating the classic liquidity profitability paradox within the current Malaysian macroeconomic landscapes. Before we look at the numbers, let us make our professional position entirely clear to the board. We reject the CEO's initial proposal that Chahaya Barhad simply needs more long-term bank loans. Adding structural debt to cover an operational risk is not a strategy. It is a dangerous failure of financial governance. As financial managers, we value internal efficiency, structural discipline, and proactive asset management over luck-based external financing. Let's talk about the liquidity profitability paradox. Right now, Chahaya Barhad is caught in a paper profit trap. On our income statement, we look highly profitable. Our sale margins are healthy, yet our bank account is facing a severe liquidity crunch. We must remember an ethical truth in corporate finance. Profitability is an accounting opinion, but liquidity is a structural fact. A company can survive for years without booking a profit, but it will go bankrupt the day it cannot meet its immediate cash obligations to its workers and suppliers. Why is this urgent right now in Malaysia? Bank Negara Malaysian has held the overnight policy rate or OPR steady is 3.00%. This means long-term borrowing costs are sticky and expensive. If we take on massive long-term debt now, we lock ourselves into heavy interest burdens. Furthermore, with the original supply chain shifts moving through Port Klang, Chahaya Barhad needs an agile internal cash buffer. We cannot afford to lock up our capital when the local market requires extreme flexibility. To fix the liquidity crunch without borrowing, we must look at the velocity of our assets through the cash conversion formula. As financial managers, we argue that a lean cash conversion cycle is the ultimate sign of operational excellence. It shows that management is committed to minimize waste. If our days inventory outstanding and days sales outstanding are too high, it means our cash is sitting dead on warehouse shelves or trapped in our customers' pockets. By structurally shrinking this timeline, we accelerate our asset velocity, converting raw materials into cold, hard cash faster than our liabilities fall due. This brings us to a critical policy decision for the board. Do we maintain our current relaxed current asset policy, or do we transition to a restricted policy? Our group takes a definite professional stand. We advocate for a restricted policy. Historically, managers preferred a relaxed policy because it feels comfortable to have piles of excess safety stock and loose credit terms. But in today's volatile Malaysian manufacturing sector, comfort is a liquidity. A relaxed policy breeds complacency and waste capital. A restricted lean asset policy requires superior managerial discipline, ensuring that every single ringgit on our balance sheet is actively working to generate value. As we transition to a restricted policy, we encounter a natural professional tension between our sales department and our financial department. Sales always want massive inventory levels to guarantee immediate customer satisfaction. Finance wants to minimize stock to cut holding costs. To resolve this ethically, we use the economic quantity EOQ model.